What's going on? Welcome to the channel. This is part 2 of the SEMA build project that we're doing for Alice. Just to give you a quick rundown, it is a 2019 Toyota 86 that we are building for the SEMA show as a feature car. Have a couple companies already helping us out on board, including Sonycaraudio. I wanted to give you some updates, but before I get into that, if you can do me a huge favor, go and hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely would appreciate. Also, if you can follow our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, links in the description below. I post reels and stuff there that I don't get to on this YouTube channel. Let's get started. All right, our objective for today is going to be working on some of the interior panels. We have a short day today. Got some stuff got to take care of. And first and foremost, I want to apologize how my hair looks. I just woke up and there's Steve. His hair is perfect. He just got home from work. This is about 7:30 in the morning. But yeah, today we're going to be wrapping the pillars and headliner. I just want to give you a quick walkthrough of what we're doing. So here are the pillars, A and C. B, we do have to go get them stitched, so we're only wrapping the A and C pillars today. We already have wiped them down with acetone to prep them to get all the nasty oil and film from interior shine and all that off, so it's a nice matte dull surface and no oils, except for my fingers don't have any oils because I was the one cleaning it. So we have the materials here. We're going to be wrapping the pillars and headliner with this nice charcoal suede. Really nice, soft and plush feel. So we're going to be doing that. And then the beauty panels are going to be wrapped in this black Mercedes anthracite vinyl. The car currently is torn apart. The interior is pretty much stripped out, minus the dash and rear quarter interior. Let me show you real quick. So we have the car all broken down. Wiring's pretty much all done. Pretty much ready to go. We just gotta keep coming along. But for today's episode, I want to kind of show you an overview of how the interior looks. Let's get started. And we have the pillar pieces sprayed down with glue. Didn't spray the headliner. You're going to get this done first. So here are the A pillars and the C pillars and the corresponding suede pieces.
A few inches later.
Just a quick update. The headliner is finished. Have all this in a very plush suede. I need to brush it all one way to make it look pretty, but it's got to go back in the car, so my hand's going to be rubbing on it, so no big deal. A pillars are finished as well. Unfortunately, the C pillars, we ran into a little issue with the material, so we're going to attempt it again later on. But I want to get the headliner back in, and the headliner can actually go back in because there's a couple clips along the back, so that's not a problem, and the C pillar can go in after the fact. But anyways, yeah, wanted to get this back in, so I have to clear the area, clean up a little bit, and as always when we work, we try to clean as we go just to make things a little easier and less messy. And pull the 86 out, get the headliner in, pop everything back together, and hopefully be done shortly thereafter.
One pathetic sob story later.
All right, we've been thrashing away for a minute here. You guys tell Steve's taking a quick break, so am I. Wanted to get some video and show you how it's coming along. So this is the box. He just finished cutting the beauty board right here. So if you look at it, it's the box itself, and then there's a facade piece here to have the subwoofer flush mount in here, and then this is the beauty board itself. So he just finished cutting the windows, routing it, and then he's still sanding, getting some of the little imperfections out before we wrap it. But that's how it's going to look. Obviously it's not in the car, but once it's in the car, I'll pick up the camera again and show you video. I want to show you what's going on inside the car also. Again, the beauty board at the bottom is already done. We just need to make what I guess the edge pieces that have, you know, contours and all that. I think we're going to router that also. Then inside the car, I've been working on the speaker install, as you can see here, and the tweeter setup, which is sitting inside the original 4-inch. Sony sent us a 6.5-inch component set, so two-way, so opted to do it that way. It's quick and easy. And right now I'm just finishing up on cleaning the wiring, and then we have to shave down the foam that we use to kind of make the base for the amp rack. Need to shave that down, get it to a certain level, and figure it out from there. The passenger side one's a little not quite dry, so we're letting it out and letting it dry, and then we're going to shave it down a bit. But yeah, I'm just cleaning up the wiring, getting all this done. It's coming along real nice. The head unit, everything's already wired, ready to go. Just need to pop it in and good to go. But usually before I do that, I always have everything else finished, hooked up, and then I test everything, so I don't have to put stuff in, take stuff apart. Just makes things a little bit more easy. It just looks messy, but everything should be coming together really quick, really soon. So the next thing Steve's got to tackle is the amp rack. So I should be done with the wiring in about 10-15 minutes, and we'll be good from there.
One winner later.
All right, here's some updates with what's going on. We went through a lot of steps, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we did a lot in those steps, so I didn't bother to record, and we were just kind of in grind mode. So let me go ahead and show you the interior of the car. Wiring is more or less laid out, needs to be cleaned up, tucked, and trimmed. We have the sub box in, one subwoofer's in. I am going to polyfill the sub box and then put the other subwoofer in shortly. Door panels are still out. As previously mentioned, the tweeter and door speaker combo is there, all wired up, but I didn't put anything back together because I want to test everything before I put everything back together, and if something's not right, then I gotta tear it all apart. Rather just leave everything out. It makes life easier. So right here is the amp rack beauty board that Steve has spec'd out in terms of how he wants everything to sit. You'll see the final finishing work. I know it looks rough right now, but you can see by the drawings where the amps are going to sit. We have some ideas to give it more depth and whatnot, so we'll come back to that later on. Here is the trunk area. The beauty board for the bottom is finished except for the side pieces. Those need to be, sorry, Chewy's barking at somebody. The side pieces need to be routed and wrapped, so that's next. Also, here is the beauty board for the subwoofer box, and you can see here, did a little bit of sanding work, sanding work to smooth it out, so when you wrap, it has a nice smooth look. Yeah, this is all routed, so you can see here it's all cleaned up, looking good. Can't wait to see this thing done. We are about, what, 90% of the way there?
Yeah, about, yeah, hopefully we can get this thing done today. That is the goal. I mean, this is really the last big piece, and then everything else is finishing work.
Finishing work, so, plugging in wires, testing, make sure everything works.
Yeah, this is the really last piece of fabrication.
So what I might do is I might actually tune the audio system when it's over at Wheeler Motorsports, since that's an industrial area and they don't care about noise. Don't want to piss off Steve's neighbors too much. We've been here all week running the table saw and compressor, so pretty sure his neighbors aren't too happy with it, but whatever. We're almost done. All right, we are in the home stretch. So you see here, Steve is wrapping all the beauty board and panels.
I think I got one more piece of wrap after this, and that's more or less it.
Yep, this is the second layer of the beauty board with some suede, and we have some plexi that we're going to do, plexi work we're going to do also. The interior of the car is, for the most part, put back together. I just gotta put the door panels back on, some interior trim pieces, and that's done. And then from there, we just have to, right now we're waiting for some of the adhesive to cure for the amp rack for the base, because we use expanding foam, and then we also need to mount the amps down. I just have this on there as weight to help everything sit the way it's supposed to. But yeah, we're really getting really close. I will check back in when we are finished.
One pair of pants later.
we're pretty much wrapping up the install. Small stuff left to be done. So you can see here is the install setup. Nice and clean, everything's working and everything. Steve just has to make a little brace for the beauty board on the bottom, and then screw the amps down once we get everything centered. He's doing some plexi work tomorrow, so that's no problem at all. Unfortunately, I have to go. I head back to Vegas. Got the car loaded up with a bunch of stuff, so yeah, that pretty much is the audio install. You'll see more of it in the next video when it's at the body shop getting the wide body put on. But again, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have a comment, leave it down below. Till next time, you guys take care. See ya.